Yeah, it was good.
Good morning, everyone.
Dominique's
Did you have cake? That's all I care about.
Right, you can't hear.
Yes, and in fact, I was going to say maybe some of it's behind me. Yeah, a friend made a cake, so it was lovely. Just lovely.
Life centers.
Yes, Dominique still here?
Fabulous.
What's your pain? Call 488-79-1100 or visit painfreelifecenters.com. Tell them D-Max sent you.
The Paul W. Smith Show. News Talk 760 WJR.
Good Thursday morning to you. It is the 21st of January, the 21st day, of course, of 2021, and that means there are 344 days left in the year. Make each and every day count. Each day is a gift. Well, we've got the team together after a great day in America. Inauguration Day being pulled off without any trouble at all. There was more trouble when Donald Trump was sworn in, I think, although maybe there were some uprisings or riots I didn't know about, but I didn't see or hear about any of them. We've got the team together. Marie Osborne is here with news. Dana Clark, traffic and weather. Brian Morton pressing all the right buttons. Kim has sent me a million stories, and Ann Thomas and I were communicating late into the night. Our executive producer. Good morning, Ann.
Well, good morning, Dub. Happy Friday Eve.
Yay.
Yeah, Friday Eve. Yes. I got to tell you, I'm going to be thrilled if I make it through the day.
Oh, no.
I didn't sleep a wink again last night, and I don't know what I did to my lower back. I've had upper problems in the shoulder and back before. It's one thing. I have never had excruciating pain like what I have right now in my lower back.
Lower back pain is tough. It is very tough pain.
Could not get in a position of comfort last night to sleep. Could not. I was up, I was down, I was everywhere. And about 2 o'clock, maybe 2:30 in the morning, I went for the BioFreeze, thinking I've tried everything. I tried heat. I tried everything. And, it's the middle of the night. I haven't slept in 2 days, and I'm spraying back there. It's not easy to spray back there. And it's the lower back, and it's down along your leg, your bun.
Ooh, that could get dangerous.
In fact, it didn't take long for me to realize that I had a little overspray on my kibbles and bits.
Oh,
and
oh my gosh!
As a disc jockey, the song "Great Balls of Fire" came to my mind, and now Ann will relate to this, not the family jewels, not the family jewels and kibbles and bits part, but I would suggest to you, you don't want this on your kibbles and bits either.
No,
this BioFreeze. So here I am thinking, oh my God, what am I going to do? Now the average person would jump in the shower and wash it off. Me, on the other hand, I'm going, oh my God, what if I have to go to the emergency room?
Yes.
Now, think of the emergency room at 2 or 3 in the morning, and they're all going, it's okay, Mr. Smith. Your secret's safe with us. No, there's no secret. I wasn't doing anything. I was trying to spray my back with it. We've seen everything, Mr. Smith. Not a big deal. No, I was trying to spray for the pain in my back. There was nothing else.
Oh, that's funny.
So
it's extraordinary.
It's miserable. We just heard Darren McCarty talk about the pain-free guys. I got to go see somebody today, or this is.
Better give them a call.
I got to give them a call, or I'm in big trouble. Is marijuana supposed to take away pain?
Yes,
I think so.
That might be the quickest, easiest.
Wait till later. Wait till 9 o'clock.
I'll have to call a kid I bought marijuana from 50 years ago in college, though. I don't know how I'm going to do that. So anyway, I got emotional during this thing.
Yes,
I always do. I get emotional.
It was very well done. It was beautiful.
It was beautiful. It was.
And the concert last night was absolutely.
Yeah, it was nice
too.
I didn't see all of that. I heard Kim told me somebody sang a great song, and I don't know who it was, but I saw Lady Gaga did a fabulous job with the national anthem. Fabulous job, and Jennifer Lopez.
Voice.
Oh, she has a well-trained, gorgeous. We forget she's classically trained. She's Jennifer Lopez was great. Garth Brooks was great.
Yes.
And it was all good. The president's speech was good. the outgoing president's speech was good. We carried it all on WJR yesterday because that's what we do. And now let's see where we go from here. And I hope it's all good, because that means it's all good for us, the United States. John Bon Jovi, that's the one that Kim told me about, saying, Here Comes the Sun.
It was spectacular.
One of our favorite wedding songs that we've had. Here Comes the Sun, John Bon Jovi. All right, it is already 5:42 at WJR.
This report is sponsored by Compassion International.
It's a new year, but for kids in poverty around the world, things are still desperate. Join Compassion with your one-time $40 gift to provide a COVID relief kit to a family in poverty. Text the word GIVE to 83393. That's GIVE to 83393.
Ray Templin, one of our fine engineers, said he just did a spit take with my coffee on Great Balls of Fire.
That's funny. Spit take.
I think a lot of people did that.
I would do it, but it's too messy. I can't. Everyone knows what a spit take is. What? With a mouthful of coffee.
What?
And Miss Dana is here with our WJR Traffic and Weather First.
Traffic First, sponsored by Primetime Testing Laboratory. In need of testing that automotive project, Primetime Testing Labs are the industry's best in complete automotive testing services. They guarantee on-time delivery, accurate result reporting, and are 2LA accredited for your automotive project. Get a free quote at primetimetestinglab.com. That's primetimetestinglab.com. Great start out there. Nothing in the way. No reported accidents. No delays. Construction always there. 75 northbound between Springwells and Clark Street. The right lane is closed until the end of January. Now, WJR Weather First from the Weather Channel, sponsored by Gordon Chevrolet. Gordon Chevrolet sign and drive leases starting under $200 on select vehicles, 0% up to 84 months. Plus bonus cash, 3 payments up to $1,000 waived on select vehicles. Ford Road, just west of Merriman in Garden City. GordonChevrolet.com. Gordon Chevrolet, find new roads.
Get a little break in the overcast here as we head on through today, but more clouds starting to roll on in as we head through tonight. Some higher wind gusts around already this morning, so a little windy out there, making it feel chilly. Clouds mixed with sunshine throughout the day. 39 and windy. Overnight tonight, breezy, cloudy. 26. Outlying areas will be a little colder. Tomorrow, considerably cloudy, 29 degrees. Snow showers back in the forecast over the weekend. From a Weather Channel, meteorologist Ray Stagicount, News Talk 760 WJR.
One ticket hit the big jackpot last night. We'll give you the numbers here in just a moment, but right now we at 5:45 we check in with Rush Limbaugh, usually with us noon to 3 Monday through Friday, but he stops by first thing in the morning like right now. Rush?
Los Angeles Times reporter Evan Halper captured California residents' joy now that Joe Biden has been installed. Listen to this. After 4 years of being relentlessly targeted by President Trump, who worked overtime to bait, punish, and marginalize California and everything it represents, California is suddenly center stage in the Washington policy arena. California is the new think tank for the Biden-Comey-Harris regime. Instead of Make America Great Again, the Biden-Harris plan is to make America California again. Now let that sink in. Where businesses are taxed to death, where immigration laws are flouted, illegal immigrants are given sanctuary and all the welfare benefits they can collect, where environmentalist wackos prevent forest management so deadly fires routinely destroy millions of acres. California, where failing schools and high crime are the norm in Los Angeles, where San Francisco tourists used to get maps to help them avoid piles of human feces in the streets, until the entire state economy was locked down for the coronavirus, destroying small businesses and jobs by the thousands. But where Nancy Pelosi could still get her hair done, Gavin Newsom could party at an upscale restaurant when you couldn't. Make America California again? Well, that's a dream come true to hardcore leftists who think rampant, out-of-control socialism is a good thing. But to real America, it's just a coming nightmare.
Rush Limbaugh, noon to 3 today, right here on WJR.
Well, that wasn't much of a honeymoon, was it?
No.
Wow.
All right, so let's see here. I thought everything went very well
There has been a homework assignment, Deb.
Yes, there was. Everyone's got to talk about something that they liked very much about the events yesterday. So I'll let you guys go first. I get to talk all the time. Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
All right.
Dana's up first.
I'm ready. I thought this young woman, Amanda Gorman.
Oh my God.
Absolutely beyond amazing. I thought she was 12, 15. She's 23.
Yes.
She's from Los Angeles. She's a Harvard grad. She was the youngest. She's been named to the national, let me look it up.
Poet laureate. She's the youngest poet laureate
in U.S. history.
Right. And
she
remember,
graduated summa cum laude, I believe.
Wow.
And her nearly 6-minute poem referred to Reverend Martin Luther King Jr., former U.S. President John F. Kennedy. Also, she had some Hamilton mixed in there. She was captivating, stunning. Her words were fitting for what is going on right now. And she was just absolutely amazing. That is my highlight.
A star was absolutely born.
Yes.
A lot of people may have already known her. I did not.
I did not either.
Little sidebar story. Maya Angelou did Bill Clinton's, she did her fabulous read. And Oprah Winfrey, because she's Oprah Winfrey, had reached out to Maya Angelou and actually bought Maya Angelou the coat she wore. And so I love this. Oprah reached out to Amanda Gorman and said, I want to buy you a coat as well before you go up there and do that. And I love this about Amanda. She said, I actually have picked out my coat and I really like it.
And
that's how strong that young lady is. No, thank you, Oprah. I'm good. I'm good. So Oprah gave her that ring that you saw on her finger. It was a big ring, but what you didn't know, and I didn't know, is it was a caged bird.
Oh, from her famous book, Maya Angelou's famous book.
Wow.
Right.
Caged Birds Sing.
She gave her that and earrings.
You're hearing the Paul W. Smith Show.
Oprah
News
gave.
Talk 760 WJR.
Oh, we're not back yet. Now we're coming back. It is 5:49 at News Talk 760 WJR. Dana talked about her high point, one of her high points, and it had to be a high point for everyone watching, was the poet laureate from California, Amanda Gorman, 22, 23 years old, was spectacular. Now, I'm going to say this, and please don't take it the wrong way. I thought she was spectacular. I wish the poem was just a little shorter.
Yeah, it did go on.
That's all. I thought it was fabulous from start to stop.
Yeah.
But I think, I look at it like a producer, like a director, like a theater guy, and I'm saying it's hard to keep people's attention that long.
True.
But that doesn't take away anything from her poem and her presentation of that poem. And the story I was telling during the break is Maya Angelou did Bill Clinton's, and Oprah Winfrey reached out to Maya Angelou and bought her a coat and to wear at the event, the inauguration. And she tried to do that with Amanda. And Amanda said, well, I already picked out a coat. It's yellow, and I really like it. It's really good. So that gives you an indication of how strong Amanda is to say, Oprah, I'm good. I'm good.
Just send it anyway. I'll wear it another time.
I appreciate the offer. Well, Oprah turned around. I saw that Amanda had a big ring on her finger. I didn't know what it was. You couldn't see. But what it was a caged bird. And as you pointed out, Marie, during the break, based on one of Maya Angelou's most famous readings and books. And so this young lady was wearing the ring from Oprah and earrings from Oprah. But you're right, Dana. That was an incredible moment, and certainly a star has been born. I don't know where she goes from here. I mean, that's
she already has job offers.
Obviously,
what job would you offer her? I mean, I'm
think
sure
some actually at a university. I think a professor, Morgan State University president, offered her.
Morgan State University.
Yes, it's a black college, and so she could be a young. What do you call? Not quite a professor. Well, she can be a professor, but teach poetry, and she's a writer, so it's probably something in journalism or writing or who knows.
Right.
She's a smart cookie. She can
smart cookie.
Do something.
It was a big deal. Anyone else with something that they were?
Marie, you're next.
Yeah, Dana, I wrote down a couple.
I took yours.
I also had Amanda Gorman right at the top of the list, so I'm not going to go over that. But I even wrote down a couple of the things that she said.
Yes.
Merge mercy with might with right, then love will be the legacy. That was just one of the many things that she said. And then of course Biden saying end this uncivil war. That was I think that's going to be the line that everyone's going to remember from his speech, end this uncivil war. But what I was most taken by and also choked up over was seeing political opponents together on stage, greeting each other, saying hello, being civil. And some of these opponents have very deep-seated disagreements and bad feelings from their past, but they put it aside, they came together, and that's the image that I would like my country to portray to the world. And it was extremely touching. I was overwhelmed by that.
Yes.
Like I said, too, I don't know why, but I get emotional watching these things.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
And sometimes at the oddest times.
I know.
It's like, why am I crying?
What the hell am I crying now for?
I know.
Well,
I agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, my parents, I'm first generation American, and my parents watched every single inauguration. I mean, we all did in our family. That's how we grew up. And they just thought that was the pinnacle of our democracy and why they came to this country. And so it's easy to get choked up over that.
So one of the moments that I thought was just amazing was, the theme of the inauguration was America United. And I loved seeing all the different shades of purple. Michelle Obama.
Yeah, that's what I have written down. Purple. And I know it's a suffragette color, but tell me again what the significance is. And by the way, I thought the vice president was going to wear purple, but she was clearly wearing blue.
Right. But well, you know what? It was a shade of purple in some pictures.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Kamala Harris had you're right. It looked blue in some pictures, but it also looked purple in other pictures. And she was one of the ones I was going to mention.
I know that Hillary Clinton.
Yes.
Yeah. Hillary Clinton wore purple.
Michelle
yeah. So they obviously got their
and Kamala Harris.
Compared notes.
Yes, and the other reason it is related to the suffragette movement, but also the theme being America United, the two colors of the parties, red and
blue and red. Yeah.
And I thought that was very smart, very touching to see those moments and those beautiful outfits. A lot of pretty, very pretty colors yesterday too.
And I'm sure that the former presidents all got on the line the day before saying, what tie are you wearing? Guys just don't do that. I don't know why.
Well, I don't know why, because they have wives who do it for them.
God bless our wives.
Yeah, you bet.
Of course, you guys don't have wives. Not that there's anything wrong with
that.
Exactly. We could all use a good wife, and I'm so happy that I have one.
Yes.
Actually, I have two. I have the work wife and my Kim. But there was something else. Let's see, the purple wives. Remembering this, that.
I do have another proud moment that I really loved to see. There was something else I really loved.
The three presidents.
I love seeing, just because it's Detroit, I love seeing those Cadillacs all lined up.
Oh, yeah, Cadillac. Those things are, they call it the beast.
They're beautiful.
Those things that, those guys hold those doors a very special way, and for good reason. It's like a vault door. Everything's bomb-proof, bulletproof, and everything else, and they don't want that door falling on top of somebody getting in or out of the car. That's why the Secret Service have it so secured. The beast, and it's a Cadillac. We should be proud of that.
Yes.
How about Bernie Sanders?
Yes.
Bernie Sanders was dressed as if he was going to the inauguration outside, but it wasn't the only thing he was doing today.
Yes.
He had other stuff he had to do, but there he is.
He had his folders,
his jacket on and his green jacket, and he was looking like Bernie.
He was
and sitting all the way in the back too, all by himself.
Well, he wanted to be able to get out early. He wanted to be able to get out early. Ah, boy. All righty. It is 5:57 at WJR.
This report is sponsored by Compassion International.
It's a new year, but for kids in poverty around the world, things are still desperate. Join Compassion with your one-time $40 gift to provide a COVID relief kit to a family in poverty. Text the word GIVE to 83393. That's GIVE to 83393.
And to prove having grandchildren makes just about anyone extra special human, Brian Morton, can he talk to us on the air when we do this?
I think he can talk to you. He can type.
Okay, all right. Well, I'd just love to hear his voice because he has a little audio of his little grandson explaining what happened yesterday, and I did not yet hear it, but I think we're going to hear it coming up here. When we're back on the air, which is where we are right now, but we'll break for the news at 5:58. We're checking our WJR traffic and weather with Dana.
He says he can talk, but when we're on the air.
Right.
Okay, so here's what's happening. 96 Jeffries westbound at Outer Drive. Your right two lanes are blocked due to an accident there in Detroit. Now, WJR Weather First from the Weather Channel, sponsored by North Bloomfield Properties. If you're looking for a place to call home, let North Bloomfield Properties find the best place for you and your family. They also provide pre-screened quality tenants to their property owners. They love to match good people to good homes. Contact them today, northbloomfield.com. Little bit of a warm up today, starting off clear skies, 26 degrees. Mix of clouds and sun this morning, then all clouds later this afternoon, a high of 40. Tonight, mainly cloudy, your low 26. I'm Dana Clark, WJR News with Marie Osborne in 2 minutes. How about those fireworks, too?
Oh, my gosh.
Oh,
yeah, those were
we've seen some fireworks.
Those were very cool because, Tony Michaels always gets us the best.
Yes.
Yeah, doesn't Bernie looks like taking Grandpa to an event that he didn't really necessarily want to be at.
Right.
He's there. All right, I'm here already. Can I go now?
He had a folder too.
He had the raffle tickets.
He had a folder like close to his chest the whole time.
Oh boy!
You know that was Twitter was a buzz about that. That went viral, Paul. That
hilarious.
Yeah, Kim said it. I didn't know. I didn't know. I must have been at that time writhing on the floor in intense pain.
Yes.
Exactly. I didn't look.
So you may need a cortisone shot. My mom went through the same thing a couple weeks ago. Days, just lower back pain, couldn't move, couldn't sit. Took her to the doctor, gave her like 3 shots. She's been okay ever since.
Really?
In her back.
I hate shots, but I'll take them.
Yeah. I actually went to a great chiropractor.
Oh, okay.
Over the summer. You know, a lot of this is from all this sitting that we're doing.
Well, yeah.
And she helped me. I just went fine. It was amazing.
Okay.
But I know this pain because you can hardly think straight.
Yeah, and you can't.
I can't
do anything.
Sleep. I've actually. No. I mean, this is not a joke anymore. I would scream in the middle of the night. I just because I turn and I go
right.
Yeah. And it's not even a little better than it was 2 days ago, 3 days ago. Not even. There's no relief at all.
Now,
I'm told I should see Dr. Hardik Shah, SHAH, Dr. Hardik Shah around here in Grosse Pointe. A lot. I think Link has seen him. A whole bunch. Sophie, a lot of my family members have seen him, and he works with those kinds of problems and pains. I was going to go see him about my shoulder, which has been a problem for a year.
Yeah.
But this thing, I mean, I've been putting up with the pain from the shoulder, which is not smart. But the pain in the back, I can't put up with it. I cannot
even sit down.
Nope.
It's bad.
Even then, you don't know which way to turn. Like you just
right.
It's hard to even think.
It is.
Yeah.
You better go straight away.
You know, another nice moment was Arlington National Cemetery.
Oh yeah.
When all the presidents and their wives were there.
It was nice to see all 3 of them together.
It was a wow. And then last night they spoke at the concert last night. They all spoke and pledged their support for President Biden. And it was very touching.
It was. I'm sure Jimmy Carter wished he could have been there.
I was thinking about Jimmy Carter.
Yeah.
He's so frail now.
He is.
COVID and everything else. That's
But it was nice to see. I love Slick Willie. I just love Slick Willie.
No one has talked about this. Let's see if they do. Because if it were any number of other politicians, they would have shown it and made a big deal of it and replayed it. He fell asleep.
Yes.
Did he really?
Twitter found
President Clinton
Yes.
fell asleep. Did they show it on Twitter or whatever?
Yeah, it was another viral.
It'd be real interesting to see if the mainstream media
he fell asleep.
Makes a deal of it. Yeah, I looked at him and I rolled the tape back because I thought, I'm not going to say fell asleep till I'm sure he fell asleep.
Right.
I am certain
he did the head bob.
So it was like the.
He was like,
yeah, this the head bob.
And I kept
Maybe he was just praying. Maybe he was praying. He was like, no.
I was waiting for Hillary to go.
Right. Exactly. She looked good. She let her hair grow. They all looked great.
Yeah.
You know who else looked great? The Pences.
Yes, they did.
Karen Pence. I was telling Paul this last night. She's had a makeover.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else. But
they looked relieved.
And they looked so they just looked so presidential, vice presidential.
Yeah.
Everything they did yesterday, they did with such class.
Yes, it was classy.
I'm happy to see that this is kind of an important little behind the scenes bit of business, that the nuclear football was handed off without a fumble. Because, it's very odd because there's a period of time when, President Trump, when he left, still was in charge of that thing until President-elect then and now President Biden was sworn in. So they had to have two of them because they couldn't get one from West Palm Beach or Palm Beach, Florida. They couldn't have that period of time. So they had to make up two of them. And it was wild. I mean, the things that go on behind the scenes.
Yeah, that's the interesting stuff.
Yeah, it is the interesting stuff. You know how Paul is talking about grandchildren humanizing people. I love watching Joe Biden's grandchildren.
He's so cute holding them.
And he's so
Demi Lovato. I know.
He doesn't have any problem bringing them right up with him. He holds them. He has the older ones walking right behind him all the way up to the White House, and he's looking back to make sure there's no shenanigans. It's really interesting.
Yeah, and you know what? These are the things fun to watch, and I noticed these little things too. All of Joe Biden's family members, male and female, kissed him. If you watched when President Trump was leaving,
I saw it.
He kissed all the women, but the men. All of the men had this awkward kind of
same thing.
Do you lean in or do you not lean in? No, you don't lean in, and there's no kissing. Men are not kissing, so it's just a whole different, interesting mindset. I mean, I never thought of the Donald. That's what we used to call him 30 years ago. The Donald. I never thought he was a very huggy-feely kind of guy anyway, and it appears that that's still the case. But I was happy with both sets of our experiences. As different as it was not to have the president there, I also understand his thinking. I mean, these are people that despise him, try to ruin his presidency from the moment he became president. Why now act pally and chummy with a group of people he was trying to drain the swamp from? Oh, here we have Democracy's Day.
That was a nice photo. Yeah, that was nice to see.
And then a day of history and hope that we have. So we'll, coming up, Brian Morton, our engineer that is mysteriously not on camera here, but he will be able to talk once we're actually on air on the radio and online, which is what we are right now. And apparently his grandson, and this is a big deal because Brian doesn't do this sort of thing. Do you know that we celebrated Marie's birthday? Brian does not celebrate birthdays. I called the room happy birthday. He goes, I don't celebrate. I thought it was talking like a religious situation. Good Thursday morning to you. It is the 21st day of 2021. That's a lot of 21s. January 21, 21st day.
Yeah,
2021.
what's wrong with me?
Got to play the lottery. Oops, someone won it last
won.
Yep. There are 344 days left in the year. Make each and every day count. Each day is a gift. I wondered, did anyone else wonder where Barron Trump was?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
During all the festivities.
I think he was there, but I just worry about baby Barron. I really do.
Kim wonders if it was like Home Alone and they left him on Airport One by accident. Barron. I don't know, but I did wonder, because it is a family kind of thing, or generally speaking is. So I don't know. I'm sure that there'll be somebody who does a report and tells us where Barron was. I have to say this, then I want to hear what Brian has going on. But do you know what today is?
No.
And I love this. Today is National New England Clam Chowder Day.
Oh, so good.
I love New England clam chowder. Yes. I do not understand why they even have the other clam chowder, the red one. Just call it soup.
Yeah.
But this is clam chowder, the New England, the white, thick.
Oh,
the other one's the Manhattan clam chowder.
Oh, okay. I don't even know why it exists.
Oh, it's good too.
Well, they call it something else. Call it tomato-ish soup. New England clam chowder is milk or cream-based chowder, commonly made with potatoes, onion, and clams, including tomatoes. I don't know what this is. Making tomatoes and clam chowder illegal was introduced in Maine legislature. Oh, so they don't want tomatoes. They don't want to confuse with the other one, I guess. Usually accompanied with oyster crackers. I don't need the oyster crackers to love my clam chowder. I try to, everywhere I see clam chowder, I order it.
Who has the best, Deb? Do you know?
I don't. I will say Joe Muir's has really good clam chowder.
They have a great fish chowder.
Do they? Okay.
And Joe Vicari's coming on this morning.
Yeah.
Ask him for the recipe, please.
Now, there is
a
difference between fish chowder and clam chowder, though.
There is, but theirs is really good.
Is theirs called fish or is it called clam?
Actually, I think the one that they serve is a fish chowder. I'm sure they have a clam chowder too.
Yeah, I love clam chowder. I'm a stickler for it to be clam chowder rather than fish chowder. Fish chowder to me means bologna. You never know what's in it. There's a lot in there. All right, before we run out of time here, Brian Morton, our engineer. Brian, can you tell the story? Something happened with your little grandson that you're very proud of, and I think we're going to be able to hear.
Well, they're in the Netherlands. It's my stepson and my two grandsons, and his wife, and they follow politics. They're very liberal, which is fine. We all, everybody gets along, and there's no issues with anybody. But they follow it close enough that, of course, their kids are involved in it too. They hear mom and dad talking, and so yesterday, Evan, my stepson, sent me this just an audio clip. He asked Elliot what was going on.
And how old is Elliot?
Elliot is 3.
Oh my
boy.
So I have it here. Here's how Elliot explained what was going on yesterday.
Ellie, what's going on today with the president?
Joe Biden is gonna be president in a few minutes.
He's gonna be president in a few minutes?
Yeah.
What happened to Trump?
He got timed out.
He got a timeout? How long is this timeout?
He got it for 6 hours.
That's a big timeout.
What did he do wrong, El?
He has bad behavior.
Oh my God.
It's been a long day. It's been a long week. And getting that little piece of audio made my entire week. I've listened to it like 70 times. I can listen to it over and over.
Bad
6 hours must be the worst amount of timeout Elliot can imagine having.
It's the worst I can imagine.
That's a long time out.
3 years old.
And I know Elliot, so Elliot's familiar with timeouts, I'm sure.
I cannot believe he's 3 years old and had that much of a grasp of what was going on back in the United States. Do they consider the United States home?
Oh yeah. They're still, they call themselves expats, but they follow everything that goes on here and very involved in, the election like we all were. So I like I said, I know Elliot and Cooper have heard a lot about what's going on, just listening to Mom and Dad talk about it.
Yeah.
And I just, bad behavior. 6-hour timeout.
Oh, that is hilarious. Well, thank you for sharing that.
I don't like to be that guy, but I couldn't help it. That made me so happy yesterday. You wouldn't even believe it.
Oh, I believe it. And for you to share with us, that's so unlike you. We really appreciate it. I was just saying, Brian probably won't respond to this, but when I wished you a happy birthday the other day, and we were doing a taped program, and I wished him a happy birthday in the tape program, and he edited it out.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not a celebrating guy.
Well, that means you can say that you're 22 for the rest of your life.
Well, if you want to start when I stopped having official birthday celebrations, it'd be like 6.
No.
We had all my friends over when I was in first grade, and I hated everybody being in the house, but I wanted the presents so they can drop it off and go away, is what I asked my mom. And we never had another party because I didn't want those people in the house, even at 6.
You had bad behavior.
I had bad behavior, and I've been on a timeout ever since.
Yeah. Even then, he had T-shirts that said, "I'm stupid." Even at 6, for goodness sakes. Well, good for you. Well, we've got a lot going on today. Now, the hard work comes. We wish the president, like we've wished every president, well. I'm sure we'll have agreements and disagreements, and we'll see where we go from here. But we should start at least hoping that everyone is successful and that America is successful. Job one will be trying to beat this pandemic and bring the economy back by magically opening businesses again that had stayed closed and ruined the economy. That's a whole nother story. We'll see. 6:14 at WJR.
This report is sponsored by Michelin Endurance Silicone Wiper Blades. Weather can be unpredictable. Be prepared with windshield wipers that can handle anything. Michelin Endurance XT Silicone Wiper Blades are real-world proven for extreme weather performance, lasting 2 times longer. Michelin Endurance XT Silicone Wiper Blades, only available at Walmart.
Let's check it here at 6:14. We'll get a professional view of President Biden's inaugural address, a guy who's actually written the book on that, as we'll check in with Aaron Call, University of Michigan Director of Debates. Professor Call back with us in a few minutes. Right now, it's our WJR Traffic and Weather First and Dana Clark.
Paul W. New accident in Sterling Heights along M53 southbound right before Van Dyke. It has traffic slow from at least Hall Road. Also a collision blocking 2 right lanes in Detroit. Jeffries 96 westbound at Outer Drive. Now WJR Weather First from the Weather Channel, sponsored by Primetime Testing Laboratory. Specializing in automotive interior mechanical testing. If it's in the car, Primetime Testing tests it all. They are the automotive industry's most accurate test reporting and guaranteed on-time delivery for your next automotive project. Hire Primetime Testing Lab. Get a free quote at primetimetestinglab.com. That's primetimetestinglab.com.
Well, you take away the wind. Actually, it's pretty mild temperature-wise this morning, but you factor in that gusty wind, 25-plus miles per hour, and it's chilly out there. Partial clouds as we head on through the day with a high 39. The wind will stick around. A breeze tonight out of the west-northwest, a cloudy sky, low 26. Suburbs will be just a little bit cooler. Friday, quite a bit of cloud, around 29. Over the weekend, we may see some snow showers, especially on Sunday. From the Weather Channel, meteorologist Ray Stagicom, News Talk 760 WJR.
We're looking at about 20